weather. Hope you enjoyed being here. I'm Fatih Uzgan, my name. I'm a personal trainer, editor of the biggest cycling and triathlon website of Turkey, and also a member of Ege Pedal Cycling Club. And besides, I'm one of the referees, official referees of Turkish Cycling Federation with Tekin and other guys. We are minority, not many people are this much interested in sports here, but we have been trying to inspire and inform people about sports life, healthy and active life. Today we are going to give you guys a brief seminar of healthy life and sports life, with some simple basis of some facts about sports. And why do I do this job as personal trainer? It's very important to inspire people around us which haven't seen these limits of human body yet, because not many people are this much interested in these kinds of things. Everybody have its own interests. Some of guys are interested in photography, some of them are hikers, some of them are trekking people, rovers and cyclists, and I don't know yet how many different sports disciplines you have been interested in here. I'd like to know first which sports you are interested in and you're doing.
In all of them.
The most inactive
Yoga, Pilates, cycling.
Pilates, cycling, very good. You?
Swimming, run, cycling,
Pilates. So do you do triathlon? Not yet?
I tried once.
Because since you do
yes,
three of
I
them,
like, but
you're good at three of them.
yes, I like,
So
but one is
not yet.
for me.
Hard. Yeah, it's about strategy, because it makes you more conscious about what to do as the next point. Like, you can be a strong runner, you can be an endurance cyclist or very good natural swimmer, but to be able to divide your energy into three different disciplines at a time is very important. And that's why it's a very tough sports branch, and not many people can do this. And what about you?
Cycling.
Cycling? Short distance, long distance, climber?
Like climbing and I think short distance.
Yeah, you seem like a sprinter more.
Yeah, maybe mountain bike sprinter.
Mountain bike? I was a former mountain biker in the first 10 of Turkey in the past. And let's start with healthy life. Why healthy life? Like, instead of getting drunk, going to parties, easy. Especially these days, we are trying to defend ourselves against this. Healthy life consists in adequate sleep. Sleep is very important. If you sleep less than 6 hours a day, your behaviors go crazy. If any of your friends around you have been treating you in a crazy way, then you can question them. Like, did you sleep enough yesterday? Are you taking pills? So, sleep is important part of our lives. About performance, also our mood. Hey, part. Also nutrition, which is our food, fluid, everything for our metabolism. Yes. And whatever we eat, we digest, we get benefits of these kinds of things. If we have quality food in our stomach and metabolism, then we perform better, we smile better, and yeah. And being and living active, it's not just doing training, going on a workout. It's more about a lifestyle. If you climb stairs instead of taking an elevator, it's an active life sample. And if you walk fast instead of slow, you burn more calories. And spending time in the nature, because it's our origin, we come from soil. So it's also important to distress the body to when we go to nature, spend some time in the nature. That's why the elite runners not run on the track. They go the trails to run. It's a fact. And psychological benefits, there are many of them. Your mood is more increased. And proper nutrition, about proper nutrition, people believe that 3 meals a day is enough. It's the most simple way. It's better than nothing. Like, it's better than skipping a meal, right? Like, if you skip a meal, your brain thinks better than you do. Then it starts to think that, oh, when this person gives me enough food again, so I should store whatever it gives to me. So whatever you eat, even it doesn't have any fat in it at all, they will all be stored as fat. So you shouldn't be skipping any meal, which is 3 meals a day, at least. This is the base proper nutrition. But sports nutrition is something more developed, more important. Basal metabolic rate, which is very important as well. If we know our basal metabolic rate, which is the consumption energy in 24 hours a day of our body without doing anything. If you lay down for 24 hours, your body needs energy to be able to keep working its systems. So if we know how much calorie we need without doing any activity, then we can manage our weight better. I can stop working out for a whole week and I can still lose weight. Why? Because I know how to lose weight. I know my metabolic rate.
Teach us.
Yes.
Teach us the way.
Pardon?
Teach us the way to get.
Teach us the way.
How to lose.
Oh, okay.
Don't eat so much bread without.
You can eat a lot of food, but what you eat is important, not the quantity. The type of the food is important.
With oil.
Yeah. You can still eat some junk food sometime, maybe 1 in 2 weeks. If you're an active person. If you're not an active person, it's okay because you digest, you consume it.
McDonald's is included to the junk food.
Pardon?
McDonald's is included to the junk food.
It's a good example of it's not an advertisement, but only Subway brand I can suggest among all the fast food stores.
Can you repeat?
Subway.
Subway.
Subway. S-U-B-W-A-Y. Because you can find healthier ingredients for your sandwiches. and you get a lot of food for your little money. So this was the most basic info. Maybe all of you guys might have known this, but let's talk about sports nutrition. Depending on the individual's activity level, nutrition varies and matters. Like, any of you guys know how much calories an Olympian swimmer need a day? Any of you guys? Yes, please.
5,000. 5 to 6,000.
6,000.
Maybe.
An Olympian swimmer a day,
Maybe.
how much he or she needs calories?
10,000.
12,000.
Well,
12,000 kilocalories a day.
how many hours does he train a day?
6 hours.
6 hours.
But if you do 6 hours of being housewife, working, cleaning stuff, it still can be considered as active, right? Activity. But it's something different because in the water you have to use your own muscles, so you spend more energy. You consume more energy. And the world record holder in running marathon, Haley Gebrselassie, black runner, he can run 42K, which is 26 miles, in 2 hours 3 minutes. How much does this person need energy?
42 kilometers.
Energy.
8,000 calories.
8,000. He's still Olympian, but he's not a swimmer. He needs to be leaner than swimmer. 5,500 calories, and he's just 55 kilos. This guy, very skinny guy, very fit. Another info about fluid intake, which is vital for us, very important. It matters where you live. It's a very important determinant. If you live in a city like Izmir, very hot, scorching hot in summertime, very humid, and if you're an active person like me, I'm an endurance runner, marathoner, I sometimes have to consume 5 liters fluid, up to 10 liters a day. Imagine. Yeah. An endurance sports person can need from 3.5 liters to 10 liters, depending on how much time he or she spends under sun while being active. And it's also depending on how much you sweat. There's sweating rates for everyone. It's different for everyone. You can learn about how much you sweat by first weigh yourself while you are naked or only wearing shorts before you go on a run or bike, and then go on a bike or run for 1 hour without taking any fluid, and then when you return, before you drink anything, weigh yourself again, and you see the difference, how much weight you lose. Then there are some formulas about it online. You can find it. And fluid intake for people is important, but for sports people like you guys, is vital, as I say. You have heard about proteins, carbs, fats, minerals, vitamins. What is the most important among these? Carbs. Any different idea?
Carbs.
Carb, everyone agree.
5%,
Protein.
protein 15%, and fat 30%.
No, maybe different. All of them are important. Like you can stick on one of them since you're losing weight, or you try to keep yourself active, alive, and strong. So you need energy for sure, which is which carbs are the first source of this energy, but also proteins are providing us energy. Fats are energy sources. So all of them are important. But what proteins provide us is muscle recovery. If you have been under muscle pain, you need to focus on more protein intake, but lean protein, not fatty protein, like chicken breasts, turkey breasts in our country, and egg whites, which is very high quality protein because no fat in it. If you just get its white, not the yolk part of it. And low fat cheese, condensed yogurt. Normal yogurt has 3% of protein, condensed yogurt has 9%. So you don't have to eat a lot of yogurt. Just condensed yogurt, a little, it's enough. Seeds are. What do you think? What do you consider them as phytonutrients? What kind of them? In which group? Seeds.
Protein.
Proteins and carbs.
Fat, carbs,
No.
protein.
Protein. I know.
Not.
That's not protein, it's carbs.
It's fat.
It's fat.
Fat. High quality fat because it has also protein in it, and its fat is good for your body. So if you're into sports, all of you guys, you first know these kinds of details, because if your fuel is high quality, then you can perform better. You can all have Ferrari engine, Lamborghini engine, agile body, very fit body, and you're all youngsters, so you can perform at your best. But if you focus on your fuel intake, what kind of food I'm taking, and is it high quality, or am I taking enough ingredients or phytonutrients from these kinds of foods? If you question and research about these kinds of things, then you can understand better and perform better. Like, proteins are muscle food. So if you need more muscles, increase your protein intake. But there is a limit. Like, science puts its hand in it. Every meal, there's a limit of protein you can get. How much do you think? How many grams you need to take?
150 grams of fat.
In a meal, per meal, not a day.
200?
Per meal? For
Depending on your weight.
150.
30 grams. 30 grams per meal. If you exceed this amount, then your body again puts in a hand in it and think more wise than you guys do. Then it says, oh, this person is giving me more protein than I need to, so I should store it as fat again.
For example, a can of tuna has 26 grams per 100 grams. Tuna.
Tuna fish?
Tuna fish 26 per 100 grams.
100 grams of tuna fish
Yes.
has 24 to 25
Depending on the oil.
grams without oil. So it's also a good type of protein, lean meat. And so maybe, yeah, as I understood, as I realized, this was a new info for you. So you shouldn't exceed 30 grams of protein per meal. I'm here. Carbs are energy sources, for sure.
That's right.
Grab the sugar. Without no doubt, carbs are the best energy sources for sure. But there are many different kinds of carbs, and carbs are all for short term of energy, not long term. So if any of you guys, is there any endurance sports person, long distance sports person among you guys? What kind of sports?
MTB marathons. MTB marathons.
Oh, good. So like 85K in trail?
No, a little.
Shorter?
Yes.
70 meters. So steeper but long, still
Yes,
long.
yes, it's fine.
So you also need fat because he's an endurance rider, mountain bike rider. Still he needs carbs for sure, but you cannot get enough carbs for long distance. So you also need fat to store for a short while, then you can transfer, convert it into energy when you need it. So fats are long-term energy, but there are many different types of fats, like olive oil, margarines, butter, avocado, which is quality fat source. Minerals and vitamins, they boost our immune system and helps our other system work better, proper, and more efficient, like energy transfer in our cells, and preventing muscle cramps. Like if you have enough banana every day. If you like banana, every sports person needs to have some kind of food in their fridge every day. Mineral water, very good. It has wide variety of minerals.
Chicken breast?
Chicken breast, yeah. But you cannot have chicken breast every day. Mineral water, you can drink anytime, every single day, 365 days a year. You can have it. And banana as well. But you can switch with fish, turkey breast, chicken breast, egg whites. Yeah. So protein needs to be changed.
Egg whites raw or cooked?
Cooked. Cooked better. Why? Because raw egg whites can give you harm diseases, like you can get infection. You need to heat it. Not very high heat, but somewhat. So the ratios you are telling us about the ideal proportions of every meal, how much carbs, how much protein. You were saying 65% carbs?
65.
And how much the rest?
50 on 20 protein. On the fats, 50, 55%.
If you're a sprinter,
You should eat more carbohydrates.
yeah, you can increase your carb intake to get more strength for sure. But for short distances, if you're a sprinter runner, 100-meter runner, you can increase your protein and carbs at the same time. But the ideal ratio Hey, that may be new info for you guys. The ideal ratio of your plate every meal need to have 40% of quality carbs, 30% of lean protein without fat, much fat, and 30% of high quality fats. This works for everyone, generally. If you have your plate with these proportions, then you don't have diabetes ever. And what is high quality fat? Any of you guys have
Quality,
high quality fats? Or
oil,
Nuts. Fish oil?
Are you cooking your meals with fish oil?
Hemp oil. Olive oil.
Hemp
Hemp oil.
What's olive?
Hemp oil.
Hemp. Olive oil is the best source in the world, in the first rank. Avocado is the second. It has high fat for sure, so you shouldn't eat a lot of avocado at a time, but you can eat it every day. And almonds, hazelnuts, walnuts, their fat is high quality. You shouldn't eat a lot of them again because they have high fat percentage, but all of them are having high quality fat. And I think many of you guys take supplements for better performance. What kind of supplements do you use?
What kind of what?
Supplements.
Food supplements, like
Dog behind us.
Okay.
Doping?
A dog behind us.
Dog behind us. It's a good taster.
One of our runners from Czech Republic does it. Emil Zatopek.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's the most famous.
And the dog killed him. He killed the dog.
What did the dog?
He killed the dog. He is not
The dog got too tired of running that fast constantly. Like, I can give examples. Glutamine, creatine, BCAA, protein powders, energy gels. What kind of you need? Do you think? Do you have an idea? You're just taking it from GNC stores.
I don't think you really need them unless
need
you are really professional.
You don't need.
Unless you are really professional, I don't think you don't need them.
Yes, if you know enough info about knowledge about nutrition, actually, you don't have to. You don't have to get.
If you don't have such knowledge, you don't know how to use the supplement.
But many people tend to take supplements to perform better in short time. Like in 2 months, they try to become the best bodybuilder in the city. They try to beat all the runners on the track in a year. It's not good example, but just for your information, creatine is for explosive power. So 100 meter or sprinters, they need creatine, not the others. First creatine. So creatine doesn't work for endurance sports people. Glutamine is another amino acid. It works for muscle repair, boosting immune system, prevention of muscle pains. And why immune system? You can use glutamine because after your long and intensive workouts, your immune system lowers. So you need something to increase it again. You can stick on eating more fruits to boost your immune system. But some people choose to get these kinds of things. BCAAs, again, branch chain amino acids. they work for your endurance too, muscle endurance. There are doping agents. I hope any of you don't ever use doping. These are bad, the black side of sports. They are prohibited substances which increase your sports performance abnormally. Like in very short amount of time, you exceed your levels, you exceed your limits, and it's illegal. Why it's illegal? And any of you guys have opinion about it?
Probably not. It kills competition. It's unfair.
Yeah, it's first unfair. It's out of justice. And the other side, you harm your body. You put 10 turbo engine in your little construction, okay? Then you explode it. You damage your veins, cardiovascular system, any of your systems actually. Let me tell you about the side effects. Cardiovascular, hepatic, reproductive and endocrine systems, or you may not be able to have a kid at all. Psychological, because you start to act crazily. You can beat anyone in the street after taking them, because it makes you feel aggressive. Even everything is while everything is calm. There's no risk, but you start to punch a person. Dermatologic, you can have acne. You just get rid of them years ago, and you start to have again acne, the bad visual things on your face. Musculoskeletal issues and their mortality rates. There are people have died because of using these. The power weight lifters and bodybuilders, and high percentage, like 13% of weightlifters, the professional elite level, they died because of using doping. So I hope any of you guys tend to do this, because it takes time to build a house. You can imagine your body is like a house. You have one floor right now, and every year you're putting another floor on top of it, so you can have very high, tall building in the end and safely, securely. And importance of warm up and cool down in sports. I think all of you guys do warm up and cool down in your sessions, right? But when you go for a run or bike or swim, you all do warm up. Why do you do warm up? Yes, not only muscle, but your whole body, your cardiovascular system, your veins, blood circulation, you improve. Heart rate increases gradually, not like this, your body temperature, and you get better performance and endurance. Because if you don't have warm-up in your workout, if you just sprint out with your all energy, you kick down, and then you cannot run. You cannot go for 2 hours of swimming. Another, like Pilates, even in Pilates, you need warm up. You cannot climb 10 floors in a second, right? You need to first make your body warm. And cool down. What is for cooling down? Lower your speed, and it must be done to switch to inactive, more calm mode. Easier to be able to listen to your body's signals, because while you're going very fast, you may not be able to get realize the facts, realize the body signals during dealing with this intense time. You may have a cramp. Okay, it's very urgent. You need to slow down. It's a signal. You cannot ignore that. But there may be something about your joints, ligaments. So when you slow down, then you can realize that. So you need to slow down gradually up to walking speed. I'm giving more example about running because I'm a runner professional. But also in other sports branches, you need to do these sessions. Benefits of sports branches. Every sports discipline has its own benefits for body, for sure. But some kind of them can be the main for all kind of other branches, like running. Because if you do running, even not intensively, it can work for your cycling performance, swimming performance, Pilates endurance, and other kayaking, rowing, other branches. If you swim as well, it's a good base level of active life. Also, it works for other branches. But soccer, any of you guys doing soccer? Football? American English. Football actually can harm your body, damage your ligaments. So if any of you guys interested in doing football, you better do less for your sake, for your sports lifestyle. So benefits, general benefits are cardiovascular, metabolical, because you increase your metabolic rate while being active. If you are a lazy person, you don't spend and consume a lot of energy. But if you're doing 6 days a week of workout, then it means you're spending more energy and replacing more cells of your body, renewing your body. That's why you look younger in your later ages. And physical, for sure, lean body, active, agile body, you look younger. And mental effects, if your mood increases, you smile, you think more positive, you inspire people as well around you. And do you need a break?
What?
A little bit.
Break?
Break.
Break?
Okay.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.